what's coming, you see. VisionCon will be here soon. Take a look at what's behind the scenes. You know that you want to. Here at VisionCon, your family to us. The glimpse will show you the sights you'll see. At VisionCon, all our friends will be there. With the glimpse you'll see. It's a con for you and me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 3 of The Glimpse, your look behind the veil of what's going on here at VisionCon. As always, I'm your host, Zach Wilson, but much more importantly, we are joined by master of horror and one of the greatest artists of our generation. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the one, the only, Mr. Gary Bedell. Gary, how are we doing today?
Good, thanks for having me.
Oh my God, Gary, it is so great to have you. First off, you've made this masterpiece of a logo, but just having you here, one of the hallmarks of what makes VisionCon, well, VisionCon, so I always enjoy sitting down with you.
This is great.
Speaking of the logo, Gary, I just want to walk through, just tell us a little bit about a little bit of your process and kind of how you eventually came up with this wonderful logo right here.
Well, my normal pipeline when I create logos, I usually I keep it kind of simple.
I'm actually going to stop you right there.
Okay.
Because,
All right.
Gary, I lied to you.
All right.
I am not going to be the one interviewing you today because, ladies and gentlemen, it'll be my honor to introduce you all to the actual host of The Glimpse, episode 3.
I love this.
So I hear you're a fan of mine.
Very big fan.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
Huge fan of yours.
All right, well, we have a few questions for you, it seems. First off, how many murders have you been convicted of?
Well, I can't tell you on the cameras now.
Oh, really? Well, I can tell you, myself, 0. It was close, but
You're a little harder to catch though than I am.
0 for me, buddy. Okay, so you're here because you created this new logo for VisionCon. What other logos have you created?
I've done stuff for Aftershock Comics, Colin's book Eden. I've done God of Tremors. I just now started Calculated Man and Dogs of London for them. So with them, I've been doing that with them, and then I was going to do stuff with the game company I currently work for, but I do conceptual art for them instead. But I was also doing stuff for businesses like restaurants here and there. So yeah, it kind of varies between I could get a cleaning company one moment and a comic book title the other moment. It's all over the place.
Well, so for the process of rebranding, what direction were you given?
It was actually pretty open when we did it. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just kind of go left field here, do something kind of futuristic or whatnot, and so I came up with 3 original drawings, and we have a picture of them, I guess. I'm gonna show them up here, over here, down here. And I guess that, and even when I finished, I realized that it wasn't the feel it wasn't what made VisionCon VisionCon. VisionCon has a big birthday, this is like the big 3-1. I count 3-0 because we didn't have our convention, but and it's important to capture that, the old school VisionCon, classic VisionCon.
What initial vision did you have for this project, and how did it influence the final product?
I really wanted to go back to that basics, like the science fiction nerd, the convention, like old school convention, but take that element and bring it to 2021 But when I did that, I wasn't thinking about classic VisionCon. But when I put my head in classic VisionCon land, that's when the ideas started coming, and I started bringing out better ideas.
I'm going to get serious here for a minute. What time do you usually fall asleep?
It varies.
Give me a window.
Catch you around 11, 12.
Alexa, 11 o'clock. Okay.
Do you want milk and cookies?
Yes, please. All right. So you've been attending VisionCon for several years now?
Yeah. Since early 2000s, actually.
So what about VisionCon strikes you as different from other events of this nature?
Well, I like VisionCon because, one, it's the first convention I've ever attended in my career, ever. And it's the first time I ever discovered that there was a convention culture. So it's always going to have a special, place for me. And then I go there, I've met so many different people, either they live here, they don't, creators, writers, so many cool boss people that I've met there. That's what makes it different for me than like going to like SDC or even Planet and stuff. Because it feels like a family party.
Yeah. So, what is your most precious memory from VisionCon?
I want to say the first show I did, because I went there with my buddy Mike Decker, who's the Heroes Alliance cosplay, correct? He works with you guys, which is really awesome. He brought me there with his table, and he's like, hey, you should just check this out, and just come and sit down and draw pictures. And then I learned I can actually make money off my art, and I was like, I need to come back here every year, and all these people are really cool. So that is like my moments, because I feel like that's where my career kind of started getting a little bit of momentum to it. So.
Hey, what would you suggest putting on a serious burn? I'm asking for a friend.
You said where they should put a serious burn?
Yeah. What should you put on?
Aloe vera, man. Keep it natural. Keep it natural.
I've heard good things. I will tell my friend that you said something. If you could describe VisionCon in one word, what would it be?
Fantabulous.
Fantabulous. Oh, nice. I was going to say killer.
Oh.
Killer, yes.
Oh, yes.
All right. What is your favorite Nightmare on Elm Street film?
Oh, man. Oh, see, you have to. I feel like I can't say one, because there's two that to me are like so definitive to me, and it's the first and Wes Craven's New Nightmare, because it's you versus these children, and you just like are tired of that, and there's like this thing that takes your shape and decides to cross over into our world. So it's like creator versus his creation, and there's just something that's so genius about that. So
Good answer. I haven't given it much thought, but I would say 1, 3, 7, 4, 2, 5, Freddy versus Jason 6, and then that's me.
and Dream Warriors definitely.
Oh yeah. How has the pandemic affected your view of attending events of this scale?
To me, I mean, in the beginning when things were a little out of control, it was a little scary, but I think now that things are somewhat being more controlled and people are being more careful about things, I'm feeling more comfortable personally about coming back to shows, and I just miss everybody.
Yes. Okay. So tell us some about.
Nice.
Tell us. Could you tell us about some of your other projects, past, present, even future?
Well, if you guys already don't know, I did a book with Javier Saltares and the late Kevin Watkins and Colin Bunn and Lucky Shepard and Adam Watkins called Graveyard Slaughter. It's an 80s horror anthology we released back in 2019. Paul Tremblay, he did the intro for the book, and it was just very awesome. CM Punk, he really liked the book. Sci-Fi did a review and a story on it, which I was totally just like, oh my gosh, I love it. It hasn't received a rating under 9 yet. And everything has been reviewed, so that's been my baby. I've been working for a company called Attack Wagon Games, and we're an NFT video game company. We're on Facebook, just under Attack Wagon, facebook.com, Attack Wagon. And then I have an artist group called Clever Kaiju that we do like artist mentorships, and like we talk to people on our Discord. We have a show and tell. So if people get stuck, they can go to the feedback section, and they don't know how to draw something right, or they can't get their scratches done. They can just come and ask us. There's a lot there, a lot more, but I don't want to go all down the list. But,
What is your favorite Freddy kill?
Oh man, favorite Freddy kill.
That's a tough one.
That's a super tough one. I'm gonna get one.
One.
Oh God. That wasn't a kill, but that was a really cool part though. I will have to say it's Mark's death at number 5. Great death. Especially very fitting for what we're talking about.
Yeah, that was fun.
Great trick with the Super Freddy thing too. Loved it.
Well, thank you. Like boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Oh, actually, you don't have to tell me. I already know. I'm in your bed every night. It's all good. Who is your favorite person on the planet, and why?
Favorite person on the planet has to be my wife for sure, because she definitely got me through a lot, especially when it came to like my career changing and the transition of like everything. Because when we met, I was like in my mid-30s, and I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do or whatever. And she just came in. She's a great support system. Really likes what I do. Total nerd herself. She's a Trekkie. I love Star Wars, but we definitely can appreciate each other's sides on that part. But she's definitely a fan of yours.
Oh, nice. Good answer. I'm sure she will be happy for that.
But she's just all around awesome.
Awesome. Well, the biggest complaint I have about VisionCon is that nobody sleeps. Is that true? You find that to be?
Yeah, you must get bored. You gotta just come out and party with us, man.
I try. Yeah, I admit it's pretty boring for me sometimes, but I don't get a lot of work done.
Dreamland, just I'm so bored.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of work done. Do you have any shout outs for your fellow creatives that you want to give out right now?
Oh yeah, definitely. I want to shout out to my homeboys, Nate Howard, Isaac Crawford, James Rutherford, those are my fellows from Clever Kaiju. We'll give a shout out to everyone at VisionCon, Dave Stanfield over there, my boy Colin Bunn, Javier Saltares, the Pen Click crew with the Pen Click. Let's give a shout out to my grandpa, my mom, my dad, all the people out there that are creatives and have big dreams and dream big. Make sure you stay away from those because those help them make money.
I do.
Yeah, shout out to everybody out there and the people putting on conventions and bringing those back as well. And everybody coming together, especially around here when it comes to this convention scene. So that's it for me.
Good, okay. If you had 5 minutes to address everybody on the planet, regardless of nation or language, what would you say?
Be the best you you can be, but don't be a dick in the process.
Good advice. Good advice. Well, just between us, I feel like that the logo is a good fit for VisionCon. You might say it fits like a glove.
Ah, yes.
Yep,
yes.
All right, man. Well, I think that's all we got for you. Thank you very much.
Come see me later.
I will. See you tonight.
Yes!
Thank you for watching. This has been VisionCon's The Glimpse. Thank you, Gary Bedell, for the logo and for being here today.
Thanks for having me, Brett.
No problem, and I'm gonna go kill that Zap guy now.